All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Makakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the whole fact of Israel. And as you see, I have up is a summary of the book called Fate of Empires by Sir John Glubb. And pretty much it goes into the rising and the falls of empires. And, he comes to realize that the same thing keeps happening over and over again. All right, why does the same thing keep happening over and over again? It's because the Lord Yahweh Shai is the judge. All right, and he judges these nations, okay, according to his word. All right. And the word is in that little book, okay, going into the roll, all right, which is the scriptures. And going into the prophecies, all right, as far as the fate of these empires go, all right, these ancient empires of old and the one that's currently in place right now, it's all been prophesied to be destroyed, okay? Because you go into the word fate, right? It's pretty much means it's predetermined, all right? That's why you have the prophets, all right, on the scene. All right, and I'm going to get Daniel 4. This is the word fate. It says one's lot or destiny, predetermined course of life, also one's guiding spirits. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, all right, this is how kingdoms rise and fall, all right? They come into power, they get an advantage, they get more technology, become more sophisticated in war, all right? Have, whatever, good land or whatever it may be, okay? It's all because the inspiration of Yahweh Shai, okay? And going into the fate of so-called America, Revelation 18 chapter, okay, it's thermonuclear missiles, all right? But again, this has all been predetermined, all right? So this is Daniel chapter 4, and I'll start at I'll just read 17. It says, this matter is by the decree of the watchers, okay? The decree of the watchers are who? The prophets. All right, it says, and the demand by the word of the holy ones, to the intent that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and giveth it to whomsoever he will, and setteth up over it the basis of men. Okay, so you go into this little summary. Here's number one. It says the experiences of the human race have been recorded in more or less detail for some 4,000 years. If we attempt to study such a period of time in as many countries as possible, we seem to discover the same patterns constantly repeated under wildly differing conditions of climate, culture, and religion. Okay, because what is happening is, again, it's being these places have been judged, all right, by Yahweh Shai. Okay, because again, they all have a predetermined course. All right, the Lord set them up to ultimately be destroyed and be an example of his power. Okay, so you see some of these empires, the Assyrians, the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans. Okay, going into even Spain and Great Britain. Okay. These empires have all came into power because the decree of Yahweh Shai. All right, and these and then going into Syria, the Persians, the Greeks, the Romans, and the modern day Romans. It's all in the scriptures. Okay, because going into history, all right, the Holy Scriptures, all right, is a history book. All right, it says number 2. It says the only thing we learn from history, it has been said, is that men never learn from history because they get proud. They get proud. Okay. And the Lord judges them. All right, but here, this is Psalms. What is it? 75. Yeah, Psalm 75 and verse 4 says, "I said unto the fools, deal not foolishly, and to the wicked lift not up the horn." Okay, so this is a warning. Okay, don't lift up your horn, meaning your strength. Which the strength of this kingdom is military. All right, and going into, again, really the pride. Okay, that's one of the things the Lord hates, a proud look. Okay, pride was not made for man. Verse 5 says, lift not up your horn on high, speak not with a stiff neck. All right, but this man, speaks great things against Yahweh Shai, boasts himself. All right, going into that pomp. Okay, saying who's going to bring me down, tempting the Lord. Okay, and ultimately try to, do away with the Lord. Okay, this man is in for a rude awakening. Verse 6, for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south, but the Most High is a judge. So going into the Alexander, the Greek freaks. Okay, you go into Nebuchadnezzar. Okay, you're going to Cyrus the Great. Okay, you're going to Shalmaneser. All right, the fourth, Pharaoh of Egypt. Okay, Julius Caesar. All right, and so on and so forth. All right, these men were all set up by Yahweh Shai. Okay, and even again on the right hand side, King David. Okay, ultimately again Yahweh Shai. All right, it's all under control. All right, by the Spirit of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. All right, so I'll read again. Psalm 75 verse 7 says, "But the Most High is a judge; He putteth down one and setteth up another." Okay, that's why it says in Psalm 2nd chapter, "Why do the heathen rage and imagine a vain thing?" Okay, the Lord has already set it up. Who is going to be who? Okay, and what's going to be what? Okay, the Lord said, His Son's going to reign on the planet Earth. Okay, His kingdom is going to be everlasting dominion. All right, going into the everlasting kingdom. Okay, going to those joint heirs, 144,000, and the rest of the elect, and ultimately the entire nation of Israel. Okay, but this dude just said, it has been said is that men never learn from history. Okay, so the devil is going to try to put up the chip. He's going to try to ultimately fight against the Lord. Okay, in the heavens. Okay, and he's going to lose miserably. All right, but going into again this kingdom, it's never been set up to last forever. Okay, because I'm gonna get Job 20. This is a quick lesson, because I inspired by Apostle Ramlab. He always goes into this book. All right, going to the fall of empires. You go into the average of these, the average length of these empires is like 250 some years. All right, but they're not instantly empires. They're just like the Roman Republic. All right, before the Edomites, so-called white man got in. He had Japheth over there. All right, it's a process. Okay, because again, we read Daniel 4. It says this is by the decree of the watchers. All right, that the living may know that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men. This is Job 20 verse 4 says. Verse 4 says, "Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment." So you look up the length of these empires. Look at Syrian Empire, 247 years. The Persians, all right, 208. The Greek freaks, 231. All right, the Roman Republic and Roman Empire, all right, 200 some years. Okay, so you go into so-called America, where it came around in 1776. It really became, a great power after World War II, 1945. But this history proves that this place is on a ticking time clock. All right, and that time we're coming into is right now, because again, it's all tied to prophecy. All right, it says, verse 6, "Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach onto the clouds." All right, because they going to so-called America. This was Gad land, Gad Reuben land. Okay, it was just a wilderness. Okay, it was beautiful. Okay, gold in the water. Okay, this is a beautiful land. All right, but overnight, pretty much, this devil has great skyscrapers and highway systems and airway systems. All right, on boats too and all that. Okay, but it says, verse 7, "Yet he shall perish forever like his own dung." Okay, so they're going to the memorial of these kingdoms. There's not going to be no memorial for so-called America. The memorial is going to be that lake of fire. Okay, all the work's going to be burnt up, everything. Okay, destroyed by these thermonuclear missiles. It says, "They which have seen him shall say, where is he?" They're going to say, "Damn, where's Miami? Where's New York City? All right, where's Los Angeles? All right, where's Las Vegas? Destroyed." Okay. Verse 8 says, "He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night." So going to the ruler of this place, Esau, Edom, so the white man, all right, he's going to be taken out of power. Okay. It says, "I which also have seen him shall see him no more. Neither shall his place any more behold him." Okay. So this kingdom is going to be destroyed. All right. Go down to verse 29 maybe. Oh, not Job 20. Is it? Yeah, it's a portion of wicked man. I think there's another one. His substance shall not continue. All right. Something like that. Maybe it was 22 where the substance got down remnant. No. 15. Yeah, so Job 15, and I'll start at verse 29. It says, "He shall not be rich, neither shall substance continue, neither shall he prolong the perfection thereof upon the earth." So again, this man going just talking about the wicked. Okay, the wicked is Esau, Edom, so-called white man. Read Malachi the 4th, first chapter, the 4th verse. All right, so he It's all ultimately talking about the entire generation. Okay, you know, verse 30. Verse 30 says, "He shall not depart out of darkness; the flame shall dry up his branches, and by the breath of his mouth shall he go away." So again, everything's as commanded by the word of Yahbashim Shai. Okay, this place is being destroyed. It goes into again, this place is gonna be destroyed. That's a cool one. It's another one. I can go back to Psalms. Oops. Just getting to the point that this place is done. Okay, and it's only a matter of time before the Lord, just wraps it up. Okay, because that's what's happening. This place is being wrapped up. The Lord says going to shorten the days, all right, for the elect's sake. Okay, so here you go. I can probably close on this. Of course, Lord's word is be edifying. I don't want to feel like I rushed it, but that's pretty much the point. What else is there to talk about? All right, so-called America is going to be destroyed, and the kingdom of heaven is going to really be established here upon the planet Earth. Okay, so investing here in this world, as far as loving this world, you're going to be destroyed. All right, Psalm 37 verse 4, and talking specifically to 2/3 wrong people. All right, verse 34, "Wait on the Lord Yahbashim Shai and keep his way. He shall exalt thee to inherit the land." Okay, because going to Jacob's blessing. All right, Jacob's blessing was he was going to have the fatness of the earth. All right, and all the goodies. Okay, the dainties. All right, has been promised to us. But right now we're in Esau's blessing, because his blessing had a time period. All right, these kingdoms have time periods. Only kingdom that doesn't have a time period is the kingdom of Yahbashim Shai. It was belonging to the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Americans. It's verse 35. Skip it. It's here. Finish verse 34. It says, "When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it." So we're gonna see it. Okay, the prophets saw it when the Persians went down. The prophets saw it when the Syrians went down. The prophets saw it when the Romans, all right, went down. Okay, not necessarily, but over regeneration. Okay, we've come back, and eventually every kingdom would set up upon the planet Earth was destroyed. Okay, but and going to this time now, because you go into prophecy, the deadly wound being healed, the Roman Empire came back alive via you see here so-called America. All right, which you go into the beast system, the NATO, and the EU. All right, and that's I don't want to direct the lesson to another way, but that's the point. Okay, everything you see has all been set up by Yahbashim Shai. Okay, all right, so verse 35 says, "I've seen the wicked in great power and spreading himself like a green bay tree. Yet he passed away, and lo, he was not. Yea, I sought him, but he could not be found." All right, because again, that's what's going to happen. The fate of this place. All right, I was going to get Job 27, but I'll make it too long. I'll just read the first verse. 13 verse. Job 27 verse 13 says, "This is the portion of a wicked man with the Most High, and the inheritance of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty." So it's destruction. Okay, think about Sodom and Gomorrah. All right, think about these other ancient empires of old. That's the point. They've been taken away. All right, but so-called America specifically can be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. All right, I'll just get down. Verse 14 it says, if the children be multiplied, if it should be multiplied for the sword, if his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread, those that remain of him shall be burned and buried in death, and his widow shall not weep. So these Edomite women, they're not gonna care for them damn devil, Edomite men. Okay, they're gonna be, complaining or whatever, but they're gonna be, because going to when the righteous are on authority, people rejoice. Okay, in verse 16 it says, "Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver," because his kingdom is going to be translated to another people. Okay, and that people is going to be you Israelites. All right, and that's the point, man. Going to the fate of empires, the fate is determined by Yahbashim Shai, and the fate of so-called America is thermonuclear missiles. All right, so we can look up thermonuclear missiles. Nuclear missiles. So what is the fate of so-called America? All right, plenty of those. All right, plenty of these. Okay, and some more of those. All right, this is the fate of so-called America. All right, and ultimately this kingdom as a whole is going to be destroyed and delivered over to onto Yahbashim Shai. So with that, those will get edifying. Those will give our praise to Yahbashim Shai, Yahbashim Korash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the whole thick Israel. Shalom.